Hi, chat. Hello. Okay, so, full disclosure. I still have my cold. It's worse today than it was yesterday. But, on my highs and lows today, I'm currently sitting at a high, which is good. Am I GPU streaming this? Oh, that's a shame. Oh, well. It'll be fine. So I'm gonna try and get through the game. From what I understand, it takes about an hour and a half. So my goal, such that it is going to get through chapter 1 of this game. Also, let's back it up a sec. I'm playing Scarlet Hollow tonight, which is a visual novel horror story, choices matter kind of setup. It is animated by Abby Howard, or not animated, illustrated? Illustrated is probably more accurate. By Abby Howard, who has done a bunch of stuff. Let me just quickly pull up the hold on. Oh, they have an actual portfolio site. That's even better. I know them from the JS Power Hour, as well as The Last Halloween, which is a fantastic comic. That's back to updating. But from other things, her short horror comics are phenomenal and extremely upsetting. I'm going to adjust this camera just slightly. Hello, camera. There we go. It just so much stuff. Also, illustrated for a bunch of books about the prehistoric world. So there's Earth Before Us Mammal Takeover, Earth Before Us Ocean Renegades, and Earth Before Us Dinosaur Empire, which are all fantastic. Big fan of her artwork. Also, she is a just wonderful person, having gotten to meet her once at TCAF. She's just great all around. And she did all the animating for, or again, all the illustration for this game that we're going to be playing tonight, Scarlet Hollow. I don't generally play spoopy games because I am very much the target audience for people you want to see playing spoopy games on the internet. And that I'm very easily unnerved and fucked with by scary games. So, why I'm choosing to play this game, quite frankly, it's because it's by Abby Howard, so I know I'm in for a good time. I'm just trying to vamp for about 2.5 more minutes because I have bread cooking in the oven, and I'm not going to forget it this time, and I'm not going to burn the bread this time. But yeah, so I'm sick. I guess maybe not obviously. You might be able to hear it. But I'm feeling good as of right now. This is going to be a short stream in that as soon as I finish Scarlet Hollow, I will end the stream, and then I will try to go to bed and just live in whatever horrible dread the game has bequeathed to me, perhaps. Yeah. Also, this is, a visual horror novel adventure pointy clicky kind of thing. Doesn't really take a lot of me physically to do this. So even though I'm sick, it's not like I'm playing, something like Everspace or I don't know, one of 8 bajillion indie game titles that are all extremely flashy and fast and just punishing. This ain't that. This is going to be a slower game that's going to build a horror in me until some kind of terrifying cliffhanger, I assume, at the end of chapter 1. And then I think the next chapter is slated for like May of 2021, something like that. So it's going to be a slow burn for this one. It is on Kickstarter right now, and so I'll pitch that because, why not? I just gotta find the ding dang link. Gonna keep scrolling, keep scrolling. It's somewhere in my Twitter responses. Because Abby Howard actually responded to me. Is she's that good a person? Where are you? Where the heck is it? Oh, there we go. Okay, so copy the link address, and I can at the very least put it into the chat. So if somebody happens to see it, they can click that and maybe support the game. Or don't. I'm not your father. I'll be right back. Okay, so we can start the night with the horror of I did burn the bread a little. Just like not irreparably, but it's darker than it's supposed to be. And also one of them also collapsed in on themselves. And that is because the yeast I'm using is old, and it had to sit in the pan for way too goddamn long in order to rise, and so it just didn't have the structural integrity when I put the heat to it. It's still edible, but it's a little disappointing. But also, I mean, I'm not super shocked. I'm surprised actually that it turned out at all, because I had to let the bread rise for like 4.5 hours, and good healthy yeast takes less than 2 on average to get it where it needs to be. Anyways, this is not the toast stream, Twitch toast. This is to watch me get horrified slowly by a game. I need to eat the yeast. I do, actually. I need to go to the store and get new yeast. But alas, I shan't today. Today, I'm going to launch Scarlet Hollow, which I realize now I should have done before starting the stream, but, you know. When am I prepared? Also, in case you were wondering, I am drinking a mint tea, sweetened with honey and some lemon. Which, like, doesn't matter at all, but... Blah, 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 honey has... Content warning! Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Preferences. Full screen. Rollback side. Rollback side. I don't know what that is. Okay. Music volume, voice volume. It's voiced! Excellent. Ooh, it hasn't... Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna show this off specifically. Probably top right? It has an accessibility screen. Like a straight up override the font, scale the text, spacing, text-to-speech, all that jazz. Game's also a lot louder than me. Okay, I can fix that. There, how's that? This is fantastic. Game developers. This right here. This right here should be a standard in all games. All games should have this. Especially adventure games. Like, I don't know why this isn't a thing that isn't baked into like a lot of the adventure game tool sets that exist. Like, there's literally whole engines for making point-and-click adventures and stuff like that. This should just be baked into it. This is me getting my accessibility high horse right now. But this is awesome that this exists in this game. This should be in every game. Anyways. Also, I'm going to be muting like a whole bunch myself to... do note that this seems to be baked into the engine for all we know. It won't work. I'm sure that will. Okay. But I am going to be muting myself like often to blow my nose. What's my name? I live in the city of... Oh god, where do I live now? Guelph. Oh, cool. Also very nice. I like you don't have to have all of the pronouns because there's many, I guess, but like it's nice you're covering your 3 basic options. I typically he, him. Ooh, what the hell's this? Now I wish I was a popular streamer, so I could get the chat to decide. Let's see. Powerful build, strong athletic, pinnacle fitness, can shotgun a root beer in 3 seconds, okay? Strange and unusual, you see threads of reality in a way others cannot, okay? Smell BS, also good at BS. No door can hold you. I love that last descriptor. Oh. This is like one of those like Twitter memes of like tag yourself. I like it. Keen eye, observant, pick up on vibes, understand others' perspectives. Okay. You know a lot of quote fun facts. Research is your favorite activity as straight A student. Okay. Attract return. People either want to be with you or be you. Okay. I have to pick street smart. I can't get away with from that. No door can hold you. What else? I kind of want to go for Keen Eye or Book Smart. These both seem fun. I think I'm gonna go with Keen Eye. Okay, it's not all voiced. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you've only just managed to start drifting off, and now, here you are, awake again, and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. You pick the easy classes? I don't know. I basically picked a thief build, more or less. Oh, also, I may have to run upstairs a couple times, because I don't know if you can hear that. But one child who gave everyone this cold is currently coughing. You said you wished you were a more popular streamer, so I granted the wish. Oh, the monkey's paw curls, yeah. Exactly. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of her mother, your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You are almost in Scarlet Hollow. Lightning effects. So anyways, I was saying... Oh god, is this your voice now? Okay. Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not even sure he stopped when you started to doze off. At first, you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly mess around because I'm a dumb teen. And me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Wait, wait, what? my catchphrase? Pushing joggers into the harbor? Yeah, you know, teen stuff. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was going to call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend. He said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad, though, not just playing. But she kept swinging, and she was getting closer and closer to the edge, so soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh, but we fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that. We've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Oh man, this story has whiplash. Though, about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me for like real. Like, geez, you ever get just mad you could just like want to kill somebody? Stop. Stop what? Whatever it is you think you're doing right now. You know what I'm talking about. The whole corner stranger on the bus and try to make him uncomfortable act. I'm not playing along. Alright. Maybe I never really want to kill her, even if I threatened her a little bit. She sure got real mad at me, though. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. Whoa! But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus in New York or something and see it. I've always wanted to go there. Okay, I'm using, like, my additional dialogues for these, but, like, some of these are, like, part of me wants this one, but I want to see what my powers do. You're so worked up by the thought of losing her that you threaten to kill her, but now that she's given birth to a child you created together, you're planning on running off? Even if you love her, think about whether love is strong enough that you'd be able to handle raising a kid together. Think about how your actions are going to impact his life and whether removing yourself would be better for him in the long run. Huh. Yeah. Good stuff to think about. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed? I didn't. No need to be nasty. I was just asking. Not like I'm gonna follow you off the bus or nothing. So if you aren't getting off on my stop, that means you must be headed to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the holler, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way, though, come to think of it. I had a couple buddies who went up there and worked in the mine. There was a coal mine up in the hollow, you see, and there's always a job listener or two on the job boards around here. I never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. God, I wish I hadn't picked this voice. I hadn't heard from them in a while now that I think about it. I should see if they're still on Facebook, see how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something that isn't new. Oh, that's me. It was lovely meeting you. I didn't get the rest of that text, but I don't care, because this guy's a complete, piece of shit. Here, I have something for you. Don't want it. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. No. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them no more. Thanks. You're welcome. And with that, I'll leave you. Safe travels, friend. Go away. That was awful. No matter what this game throws at me, that was far worse than I think most of anything else is going to throw. And just like that, the stranger is gone. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line. Almost there. There's supposed to be voices. There's no voices. God help me. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. Well, the sign reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though, for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. When you said a horror game, I thought you thought ghosts and jump scares. I didn't realize it was modern horror. Yes, the true horror is man. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as the bus pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Whoa! That man specifically. He's an archetype. You know it. Hey Corey. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Hey, Tabitha. Come on, let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Alright. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. Okay. Wow, that's... woof! Woof! Who opens with that? You know what? No, I take it back. I know who opens like that. Fucking Dickbag McGee on the bus. That's what they would say. That is what that is. How are you holding up? Maybe I turned off the voices? Let's find out. Nope. Voice volume. Absolute maximum. Accessibility. No.
Self-voicing disabled.
Okay, nope. It's not that. I mean, there's text-to-speech.
Self-voicing enabled. Clipboard voicing clipboard.
So it's not that.
Self-voicing disabled.
Oh, maybe later games will have voices. This is chapter 1. It's just possible you just didn't do voices. So how are you holding up? Fine. Woo! I kind of want to play this game through at least once as this person. As the absolutely oblivious, lacking in humanity. I want to be that guy on the bus for one run, just to see how bad it gets. Because, like, if you're gonna act like this, you gotta lean hard into it. I'm gonna go with, you don't seem fine to me. Look, I know a bluff when I see one. You don't have to hide how you're feeling around me. We're family, even if we just met. She sighs a particularly heavy sigh. Look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine. Really. Tabitha stares straight ahead, her expression tense and icy. So, the funeral. It's on Sunday, right? Yep. Like I told you. You Do you need any help planning? If you ever need help with errands or scheduling, feel free to ask. I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine. I just needed a coffin and somebody to dig a hole. Tabitha stares straight ahead, her expression tense and icy. I don't really want to do either of these. These both seem very bad. Okay. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. The second one seems fine. Just awkward upon awkward. Wow, that looks safe and okay. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate, the old family homestead. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used the dingy apartments. Someone used... let's try that again. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used the dingy apartments in Grey Cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning underneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. A jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it, perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. As soon as you enter, you're hit with a blast of dusty air. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive. Each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. I love how it's... You can lie and say it's beautiful. You can say it's beautiful. So you, live here. Yeah, and I'm letting you stay here for free, so mind your manners, or did your mother not teach you about those? Shall we take our tour? Thanks. Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Cat. Cat. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Okay. I'm gonna lie. So nice. So much bigger than what I'm used to in the city. It has a kitchen island? It is. Thank you. Is there somewhere in town I can buy food? I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online, though, so I wouldn't be going with you. Cool. Cool. Good talk. Okay. Yee! That smile can't be real. I didn't, but good for you. Alright. I'm not even gonna ask you about the ice cream. She seems pretty bent out of shape about the ice cream, so we're not gonna talk about the ice cream. Alright, what's next on the tour? Bathroom. Follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by Tuxedo Cat, sitting on the countertop. Yes, hello, look at you. Are you an evil demon? Maybe. Pet the cat. Before following your cousin down the hall, you decide to pet the cat. She bites you, hard, and hisses violently. Honestly, it was a coin flip. It was a coin flip. Either cat's gonna be into it, or cat's not gonna be into it. As you've now learned, you should not pet Frou Frou. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Come on, the bathroom awaits. You once again follow Tabitha. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. Lady, like, one, some of us are pee shy, okay? And it's a little weird if you just, like, hang out in front of the bathroom door while I eject my sin. Everything about this is bad. I hate this. It is a nasty, wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Beautiful. No, I'm going to continue to lie about the house. I absolutely love it. I've always wanted one of these bathtubs with the little feet on it. Glad you like it. The bathroom is the bathtub is an extremely valuable antique. Lifting that seat. Oh, that's horrible. You lift the toilet seat. Bugs skitter from the bowl. Do it. We said we had to use the toilet. We're using the goddamn toilet. The toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do it and you must, and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest bedroom. You do what you must because you can, exactly. Do it for science. Wow, you look so disinterested. God, how lame was the painter? The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot. It has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you'd better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. It's all the boxes. Old family stuff. What kind of family stuff? Unimportant family stuff. Alright. This room, what a great room. This is way nicer than what I'm used to. Can't say I'm surprised. Each and every piece of furniture in this room is genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations. This is not an IKEA bedroom or whatever such nonsense you're used to in the city. Okay. Who used to sleep here? He asked, regretting it as soon as he left his mouth. When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many, many people have slept here, and now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine traditions of bedrooms being slept in. Dang, Tabitha. Alright, I guess I'll start getting settled. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. Oh boy, Tabitha. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties. What duties? So you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't worry, I brought my Switch. Does this place have electricity? Probably not, now that I think about it. Don't expect to see much of me. Some dialogue options will be optional. We'll open additional conversation paths, some right away, others down the line. Okay. Where are you going? What am I supposed to do while you're gone? Are you sure you can't take the day off? Are you sure you're okay? I want to know why, like, listen, I don't know what my mom did when she left. That has nothing to do with me. You asked me to come here, but you're acting all pissed off that I actually came. Can't we just start fresh, now that it's just us? Boom, roasted. Okay, I'm sorry I've been testy since you've gotten here. You've been fine. I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. Please just stay out of my hair until later, okay? I have work to do. I just want to know what you do. I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. Hashtag girl boss. That would be good if my character maybe was a girl, but me being a guy in this game, this feels uncomfortable, even if there is no actual difference. As the game said, your pronouns don't matter. But as I am inserting myself into the story, that would feel extremely condescending. Good for you. Sounds pretty impressive and exciting. Good for you. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I don't think of it as boring or exciting in the same way I don't think about cleaning a toilet or painting a wall as either of those things. It's a task. God, you're great at parties, huh? One of those things you mentioned is a task that needs more doing. Oh man, I do not know who did the majority of the writing for this game, but there is a specific character in this game's dialogue that I am not picking that I adore. I love this person. I am not that person. I'm not going to say that person. I'm not going to be that person, but I do love this person. Healthy mindset. Seems like a good way to look at a job. Instead of convincing yourself you have to be doing the thing you love most, it's okay to just have a job. Yeah, exactly. Would I rather be doing something else with my life? Maybe. Did I throw the best years of my life away? Also maybe. Will I ever find love? Probably not. But that's not what we're talking about right now. But I know I had to take over the company, so I think about other stuff I could be doing. I kind of get the impression that this mine business is closer to the Blackwell situation than is immediately apparent. Yeah, I'm not super stoked to find out what horrible, horrible, terrible things link us to this coal mine. I won't keep you, but we should hang out. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. Cousin leaves through the front door. Okay. Is that ever going to change? And now, it's just you and this sprawling, decrepit estate. Oh no, the game knows me too well. Oh no. You know, I've watched Beauty and the Beast too many times at this point in my life, because I have 3 children and a wife that grew up with Disney. And I always got really frustrated by the fact that Belle effectively beelines to the, what is it, the East Wing? West Wing? I think it's the West Wing. Doesn't matter. Like, basically just beelines for it, and then finds the rose and the beast like freaks the hell out, saying like, I gave you one instruction, which is don't go here, and you went here first. And I always thought to myself, like, why are you looking for trouble? Why are you doing that? And then the game gives me that option. It hands it to me. Like, it just hands it to me right here. I could just go and make myself a sandwich. I could just make myself a sandwich. There's nothing wrong with that. I could go have a nap. Also a great option. And yet, I know in my heart of hearts, I'm clicking the go straight to the forbidden wings of the estate. I know it. Like, as soon as this option showed up, there were no other options. Also, greetings, Inatsola. Hello. Yeah, I feel like this is absolutely the game psychologying me. Like, I would love to see, I hope, developers of this game will do what, Telltale did, which was, on these decisions, show the choice breakdown. I would love to know how many people are assholes like me and absolutely go exploring where they're not supposed to. With Tabitha gone. They don't need to. This is 100%. No, there's somebody who's just like, sandwich. Sandwich good. With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the forbidden wings of the estate. You immediately try the nearest door, only to be impeded by a lock. There's not a door that can hold me, though. Okay. So, you're no stranger to opening locks, but this one is difficult. How is a 150-year-old lock difficult? It's gotta be like a 2-tumbler fucking thing. You probably need to swipe a key from Tabitha to make progress into the rest of the home. Alright. You win this round, game. Now I'm gonna make a sandwich. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only things louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. It's a ghost lock? It's a MacGuffin lock. MacGuffin brand locks. Need a door closed until exactly the right moment? MacGuffin brand locks will keep that door shut until the time is right. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It is a daunting task, given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, plates, and a knife. Alright. Approach the cat. No, we learned. Alright. Let's search. I do want to check out the garden, but let's search the cabinets. What do we got? The cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware, and oddly enough, the utensils. What the fuck? Truly, this is a horror game. Alright. Grab plate and butter knife. Oh, actually. You reach for the bowl. I didn't mean to pick that. Okay. A blend of vinegar and dead moth splashes onto you and immediately staining your shirt. On the back of the bowl is a note that reads, "Moth trap, do not touch." Whoops. Fantastic. I wanted to examine the mug. It reads, "I was blown away at the Blowing Rock and Sea." What, North Carolina? So your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes. Okay. Maybe you can route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sites before heading home. Alright, get the stupid plates. I don't care about the shot glass. I need now some actual food. Well, I guess we're here. I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Perline, so this wasn't from her 50th. From the few stories you'd heard from your mom, Perline wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at their birthday parties. Maybe belongs to Janie. You imagine she might need an alcoholic beverage to get through cleaning this place, especially with Tabitha's sour face peering over her shoulder. Alright. That seems like a lot to project, but okay. Search pantry. Oh, cool. Dead Mouse. Love their music. That is a lot of GIF. Mac and cheese, GIF, bread. Old bad bread, I assume. Cookbook? Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. If this is all you eat, you die. You'll die doing this. Who has that many loaves of bread? I don't know. Already, I'm put on, I'm off put by this house. Look closer. You squint in the darkness of the pantry. Behind the molded bread, a single book lies forgotten, a thin layer of dust collecting on its cover. You pick it up. You flip to a bookmarked page. Both calf's brain and aspic are unappetizing enough on their own, and you can only imagine how vile the combination of the two would be. What kind of person would call this their favorite food? No wonder your mom ran far, far away from this place. Shut the book. Okay. Take bread. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. Alright. Take peanut butter. The king of nut butters! And only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. I need now some jelly. I'm not going to take the mac and cheese. Okay, search fridge. You might be 3/4 of the way ordering Domino's at this point. We both know Domino's is not delivering to this house. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, "Janie, stay out," in all caps. Below it, in a separate handwriting, are the words, "Okie dokie." So, what do we got here? Banana Choco Chunk. Oh, you know what? Your ice cream is safe. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot clown pole. You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. I could look at these other things. I don't want to check these other things. I'm just gonna go, yeah. Gonna get some of Lucy's jelly. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. This is the last ingredient you needed to make your PB&J. Time to close the fridge and get to work. Alright. You return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. Should I approach the cat? Approach cat. The cat hisses as you draw near, but remains fastened in place. This is clearly Frafro's spot on the counter. Alright. You back away from Frafro, trying not to make any sudden movements. Okay. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations, you can feed yourself. All that hassle took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. I solved the sandwich riddle. Alright, let's check out this garden. The garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. You don't think you'd want to go out there after all. Are you even up to date on your tetanus shots? Aw, there's so much cool stuff that obviously I'm going to have to explore in nighttime. Like, there's going to be a riddle with this. You know it. Creepy swing that'll move on its own. A greenhouse that's just going to be all full of fun stuff. Alright. Fine. Alright. You've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? Do I want to settle into my room? Might find some fun stuff in here. Now that you've finally eaten, the aches and pains of your journey have started to sink deep into your bones. You stumble up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance of your room. You know what? Yeah, let's look at the window. What do we got? You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the birdsong. Yeah, you'd definitely do that. Just not right now. Okay, let's look at this disapproving painting. This must have been an old relative of yours. Very old, judging by the date of the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Alright. Check that closet. Creepy doll. Oh, so creepy doll with a name. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Can't wait for this to be alive. Oh, good. I like how my one option is fuck with the doll. I fuck with the doll. Of course you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick it up to examine more closely. It reads, Property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. Don't worry about it. It's gonna walk around on its own. No biggie. Alright. Oh, cool. You drag your suitcase over the dresser and open the bottom drawer. A possum lurks within. It's quiet, but it's angry. Boiled peanuts. You hold out your still dripping bag of boiled peanuts. What the fuck are boiled peanuts? Hold on a second. Boiled. Surely this is not a thing. Oh. Huh. Traditional southern hot boiled peanuts. Raw peanuts boiled in salt water for a salty shucking worthy snack. Before there was edamame in this country, there were hot boiled peanuts. Oh, okay, so this is just the South's variant of edamame. Okay. Alright. I'm still horrified by it, but okay. Quando omni fluncus moritati? I don't know Latin. I don't know any. Sounds like it shucks. Yep. Like, I don't know what the hell that is, Pokemon Freak. Like, omni is all, and that's it. The possum hisses in disgust, stiffens, and begins to drool, feigning death. Cool. Yeah, that's the possum's drawer. Open the top drawer next. It's empty. Okay. Are there people that actually do this? Growing up in Canada at the same time I do, and you don't know that? Oh no, Omniflungus Waratati? No, I don't know what that is. Like, gut reaction is gonna say red-green show, but I don't know. Yeah! Look at that. How's that for reading through context? I didn't really watch Red Green Show all that often, to be fair. Yeah. You know, wife doesn't find you handsome, he used to find you handy, and keep your stick in the ice. And I remember some of those things, but like, yeah, I don't. Is that the thing they said at the start of the meeting? I can't remember. Anyways, based on the state of the house, you wonder if you've been better off keeping your clothes in your nice clean bag, but there's no going back now. If all else fails, play dead. Ah. Fair enough. Yeah, but this is, like, sidebar, yet another sidebar, a sidebar and a sidebar. Are there people that actually, like, unpack their clothes into the drawer when they stay at, like, a hotel and stuff like that? I can understand if you're staying at the hotel for, like, a month or something, sure, but, like, we're gonna be here, like, a week? Allegedly. Keep it in, especially after finding a possum. Why would you do this thing that you did? Alright, no. We're not taking a nap. We're going to town. I don't want to sleep any more in this room than I absolutely have to. If you'd known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. In a place like this, but nice. If only you could wipe the slate clean between the two of you. Or, wow, I sentenced that wrong. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Though, maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. I keep reading all this narration, and for whatever reason, my brain is making me think of the narrator from Space Quest. I don't know why my brain's like, you know what this game needs? Someone who's dripping in sarcasm all the time for the narration. Sure, there's going to be some pretty horrible body horror stuff going on. But wouldn't you like somebody that kind of sound like this? And I'm really trying to fight that urge. Is it Gary Owens? Is Gary Owens the voice of the narrator? Fair enough. Was the narrator in Space Quest voiced? Yes, from... I want to say Space Quest 4 and onwards? I believe 4 was the first one. Was 4 Space Quest Through Time? I think that was the first one narrated. 3 might have been narrated. I don't recall. Anyways, it's really pretty out here. Alright, cool. Finally, you made it back to town. It's just as good as I expected. The Holler, as that guy on the bus called it. Sorry, no, he called it the Holler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. I mean, yeah, it's a coal town in... I mean, my gut's saying Appalachia, but I don't know if that's true. 4 Plus looks like. They wanted to get him for the Kickstarted game, but then he went and died. Oh, yeah, well. People do that. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane, and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Dog! Gretchen, come back. Stop bothering strangers. Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. This reminds me of Alliston, except for the presence of a bus stop. Oh, man. Dying small towns. Am I right, everybody? I refuse to say this. Pugs are not cute. They're an abomination that mankind should apologize for doing to good dog people. Small town America, Canada. Yeah, small town North America. We don't have to really get specific. See, this is how Corey feels. I hate pugs. I shouldn't say that. I don't hate pugs. It's not the pug's fault. I find pugs to be a somewhat repulsive dog breed. One of mankind's many mistakes. Yeah, I hate the idea of pugs. I think that's more accurate. If you own a pug and you love your pug, by all means, love the hell out of that dog. But, like, they're just an atrocity. They are probably the biggest advocate, like, argument you could make for, like, anti-GMO. Because GMO plants? Great. GMO dogs? Not great. And selectively breeding pugs to be what they are now is just awful. Just awful. Same with most small dog breeds, to be honest. Like my parents have owned Shih Tzus. They were great dogs. Shih Tzus suck. As a dog breed. They have nose issues all the time, and they're prone to diabetes, I think. Chihuahuas, same deal. Like all the lap dogs that we've generated over the years. Anyways, I'm getting way off topic. I'm going to skip the dog. I'm not going to say I'm bad with them, but I'm not going to hate on the dogs either. Dog breeds are probably the cost of the eugenics war in Star Trek. It started with a dog. Yeah, we're skipping you. Sorry, buddy. So, look at that face. I'm so sorry. You were a mistake. Con really liked pugs. Hi, I'm Corn. I need water. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Under the harsh kitchen light, I can see that my bread is a little more burnt than I thought. I still think it's edible, but unfortunate. But hey, apple cinnamon pound cake that I made today. I tried to be effective even though I was sick today, which probably means I'm going to be sick for like 3 more days. Anyways, I'm Stella. Pleasure to meet you. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal, folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You are in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Yep. Excuse me. Yep, just got in town today. Wow, I didn't think there would be anyone else coming. Are you staying with Tabby? How's she holding up? I haven't seen her since Perline passed. Or for a while before that, now that I think about it. Yeah, can we go back to Tabby? I'm sorry. Did I hear you right? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so bubbly. Is it Pearl Ann? Oh, okay. Praline! She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. I'm gonna go. She's struggling. Panini, exactly. Sorry. I don't think she's doing too well. She's been icy, but it feels like she's putting it on as front. She's always been a little rough around the edges, to be honest. It's always been hard to tell if that's just the way she is or if she's been putting on an act her whole life. Eventually, the lines blur. I think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. Thanks for letting me know, by-bye. Damn, man. Fucking ice cold right here. Jesus. I would also love to do a playthrough of this game where I don't say anything to anyone. How long have you known her? Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everybody's known everybody else as far back as they can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected. She was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. And she graduated, and that was that. Oh, you just got down. You must be starving. It's just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuit. Amazing biscuits. My treat. I like how there's no option to not. Like, follow her. Where's my option for fuck biscuits? Sorry, just taking quick stock of everyone that's going to glance at me awkwardly in 3 seconds. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavily in the air. In contrast with an empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. Record scratch! All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Hi. Yeah, that's me. You might be wondering how I got here. Strong entrance. Hi everyone, I'm Corey, just in town for the funeral. Before anyone can respond, you and Stella casually slide into a booth, pretending you didn't notice everyone gawking at you like a sideshow attraction. Damn Skippy. The wet stench of mildew emanates from the dungeon walls. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. There's going to be plenty of time for wet, mildewy stenches emanating from various things in this game. Mark my words. Well, look at this fucking whispery old fuck. Look at you. What are you doing? Look at the goddamn cops who's sitting there. Fucking whisper. Oh. Looks like your entrance was a little more dramatic than you were expecting, huh? Folks around here don't meet many strangers as is. And with you're related to, well, let's just say you'll be the talk of the town for a while. As you settle into the booth, you can't help but pick up some of the murmurs of conversation around you. Uh-huh. Listen into this fucking cheeky old motherfucker. Stella pats Gretchen while you take a quick look around the diner. At the counter, two policemen and a woman you assume to be the owner shoot sidelong glances in your direction while whispering to each other. Vivian's kid. Never thought we'd actually meet him. Looks so much like her. That is my default old man voice, and you will never take it from me. Oh yeah, those eyes are unmistakable, that haunted look. Listen, I have 3 kids. This is just what happens. I have 3 children, and I don't sleep enough. Fuck. I always thought it'd go away once she finally got out of this town, but I guess unhappiness was baked into her DNA. Mm-hmm. The young mother and her syrup-stained child sit at the table across from you.
Mommy, who's that?
Don't stare, Tulip. That's Miss Tabitha's cousin.
Oh, so that's why she looks so sad. I would look sad too if I had to have Miss Tabitha as a cousin. Do you think Miss Tabitha's cousin is mean too?
I don't know. I'll find out next time I go to visit Miss Tabitha. Are you going to finish your pancakes? They're almost cold, Sweepy, and we've got to get home to help Daddy. How does everyone know precisely who you are? Apparently, I look like the super sad person. Apparently, the sad, haunted look of my visage is enough for people to be like, yeah, yeah, In the far back corner, a man sits all alone at a small table, sipping coffee and reading a paper. This guy is going to be the guy that we think is evil, but he's not. He actually knows too much. Why are strangers who wander into town never gorgeous blonde ladies of an appropriate age? Why is always coal boys, punks, and whippersnappers? Okay, so maybe he's also kind of gross. This is my character. Let's have a gander. Yeah. Lastly, a group of coal miners sit hunched around the corner booth, readily scarfing down heaping plates of food. Last boss, cousin. There's a funeral next week, if I'm remembering right. For old Miss Pearline. I want to say keep saying Pearline, but you're right, it is Pearline. Maybe she rot in peace. I've already forgotten the first guy's voice. Well, let the lady rest, Lloyd. One shouldn't speak ill of the dead, no matter how foul they were, especially before they've been so much as to lay in rest. If you'd been around in her head, you'd be speaking of her too, Tommy. He's right. Nastiest woman I ever met. But Tabitha's a blessing compared to her. Curse the whole lot of them. May every Scarlet burn in hell. Dang, buddy. Wow. Ooh, look at you. Is that a lip ring? Ah, I too like Animal Crossing. Everyone hates me? I don't think everyone hates me. I think people generally dislike my lineage. Some people seem to grok that I'm not... Like, my mom left, right? So, I don't think people hate me as much. Except that miner guy. Jesus. Hey, Stella. I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They gracefully place a cup of coffee brewed in front of Stella. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Avery. Can I have some sugar? And then they make out. Already taken care of. I know you feel like your coffee drowned in cream sugar. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Curtin sniffs the bacon and digs in. Anything for you? How many people can I offer the hard-boiled peanuts to? Biscuit and a coffee. Let's just lean into it. Have a biscuit and a coffee, please. I heard they were real good. Best in the county. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. This sneaky motherfucker. I don't trust this guy. Before you have a chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there's any cool events going on this week. It's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Sure, why not? Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. Is that a church thing? Is potluck a church thing? Wouldn't it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member? No. The Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Not too many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest. A non-religious community in the rural south? I gotta ask that one. It's gotta be unusual. I know. We must seem like such heathens. There are plenty of God-fearing people in town. They just aren't the biggest fans of the local church. Why? Well, the building's fine, but the pastor's another story. There's just something a little off about the guy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. Okay. And, unfortunately, you probably will. Anyway, those are the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? What's due? No clue. I'm sure I'll be all by myself. Probably just do what I can to support Tabitha. Ugh. What do you got in mind? Let's make trouble. Something tells me this is a loaded question, and you've got something in mind. Was I being that obvious? My job means I spend a lot of time in the woods with the camera. And it's always better when there's someone else to... What? What is your job? What is it? Before Stella can finish, Avery returns biscuit in tow. Hey, Winnie wanted to give you a biscuit. On the house. She sends her condolences. What do I look like, a charity case? Yeah, you didn't have to do that. Looks great. I'm glad it looked great got tacked onto the end there. No worries. Hope you enjoy it. You wink a lot. Look at the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. I didn't know this game was NSFW. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth, as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Whoa. This is a really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not going to go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm going to do it for you. I'm a YouTuber. What up, YouTube? I do appreciate that. Oh. Okay. You and everyone else? Dang. What kind of videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. Of course she does. Of course she does. Why not? Of course she does in this game. What else was it gonna be? You should really check out her channel, Corey. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. No, not the lake, but you know, the controversial one. Oh, yeah, the Catawamba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of that outing at the time, but it wound up being my most popular video by far. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird at the Catawamba River. And that's all I had to go on. Then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella posted on her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I'd seen. I also had people saying it was a dog, or even a capybara that must have escaped the local wildlife sanctuary. Oh, hold on, I have to read these. Haunted ice cream parlor. Yeah. Scared in the woods. Yeah. And then... what was that, Loft? Oh, lo-fi beats to chill and study. Cute. Also, I called Appalachia. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. That's an honest-to-God cryptid right there. I'm gonna go with mountain lion. Despite this shaky camera footage, you can clearly make out the shape of the creature's head and its relative body proportions. I'm pretty sure it's a mountain lion. I think it's a mountain lion. Can't you see the little kitty cat ears? No. No way. It's absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions this far east. Sure. I did a whole video on Appalachian mountain lion myth and found jack squat. And there's no reason we'll be swimming around the river like this. They're not fans of water. Okay. Fair. And the body is too long. No way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. Hold on. Hold on. Mountain lions are like... I'm just gonna do a scale here. They're like... mountain lions are like this. And like, you know, stout, cat-shaped things. Capybaras are like this big and like this tall. They got big... they're on big stupid legs, and they're giant guinea pigs. You can't say the body was too long and then go with... whatever. It's not like any local sanctuaries are missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animals as pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Exactly. Some exotic pet over, sent it free. Now forever roam the Catawamba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. Hell yes, let's get spooked. It's pretty easy this one, easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. Sorry, Avery. It's okay, I should probably get back to work instead of standing around chatting with friends. See y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. Skunk Ape. Skunk Ape. I should probably set up a thing to do that automatically. That'd be fun. Heck yeah. Skunk Ape is hilarious. I saw a docu-special on it once. Stinky Bigfoot. Right? It should be a pretty fun video. It's hard to be serious when you're talking about something that famous for smelling bad. Most Skunk Ape sightings are from Florida. But while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck, playing tug of war with her dog. Skunkape? Sure, Skunkape. Ooh. Sorry, my kid's talking. Hold on. And as I leave no stone unturned, I just... Alright. Alright, I'll be right back. That's gonna be a sad cry. Hold on. Apologies for the alarm. St. Max fandom. Ah, yes, Skankape. Right. I mean, I think that is where that's coming from, but anyways. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So, what do you think? You want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against the darkening sky, that sort of thing? I mean... how can you say no to this? I mean, yeah, absolutely. That's great. It's been a while since I've had anyone besides Gretchen out there with me. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school, so it's kind of like a blast from the past. Me and Kanika and Reese running around the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible. But we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us, get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to close at the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure that she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we might get him to come out of his hidey hole if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Yes. Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or... okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind... Oh, I was just calling to see if you want to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. He's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for the week. Anyways, we're gonna go out and look for skunk ape. We can take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man. Sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have more low-key hang. How's that? He's so dreamy. Damn Skippy. Actually, untrue. I did not pick the spicy trait. Yeah, I'll bring him. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. For the record, I chose keen-eyed and street smart as my traits. You can also pick, like, effectively beefcake, mystical, spicy, and bookworm, more or less. Well, looks like it's just you and me, pal. Did he ask me to bring you to his house? Why? He's excited to meet you, of course. I think he'll find most folks in town are. Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He had a lot going on in the past, gosh, 10 years or so? But I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. Can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. No. It's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious. You'd love him. Ah, we should swing by his place sometime this week. Yeah, sure. I'd love to meet your friends. Awesome, I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. But a friendship can wait. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So, we should probably head out if we want to make it up mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. This is the weirdest first date I think I've ever been on in real life or in a game. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. I'll leave a generous tip. You reach into your pocket and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know, it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you've got it. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Aw, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. Stella turns to leave the diner with you following close behind. And that fucking sneaky-ass looking cop. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your first situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. I'm going to be honest, this had not crossed me, Corey, the player's mind, at all. If Stella is some kind of a serial killer, she, like, on lock. Stella got me hook, line, and sinker for this murder. You feel... Nothing. I'm just gonna calm. Just strangely calm. The setting sun paints a beautiful colors in the sky. I am not suspicious of her at this juncture. You feel strangely calm. The setting sun paints beautiful colors in the sky. Fresh air fills your lungs, and pleasant songs of crickets trill around you as the night descends. This is where you're supposed to be, with Stella by your side, a sweet smile on her face, and Gretchen plodding along in front of you without a care in the world, except the fact that she is a genetic mistake. Gotta love the brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record since last year, at least. I love that she's got a Mothman t-shirt, by the way. You know how it is these days. Each summer's the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change. Like normalcy was restored, if only for a moment. Sorry, that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. What's the weirdest thing you've seen in this wood? Other than anything cryptid. Oh, gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. Hey, fun fact, deer do that. Deer are opportunistic omnivores. Everyone thinks that they're just herbivores because they generally eat plants, but given opportunity, they will 100% eat an animal if, it's, right there. Like, if they're grazing and there's a baby bunny or whatever the hell in front of them, that baby bunny dead. They'll eat that bunny. Actually, a lot of herbivores are actually opportunistic omnivores. You've probably seen videos on the internet of, a horse. I know I can literally picture one in my head of this horse that's like, oh, look, a little baby chicken, and, stomps it and then hoovers it up. Yeah, they do that. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, Tetanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It was a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage, with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful. Hence the name. Better be up in your shots if you want to mess around here. Narrator's voice. We weren't. It was all stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep in my dresser as a little souvenir. You ever had anything that aren't cryptids, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, etc., etc.? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. Never had much luck though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old, abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turn into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beasts genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, jeez, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's hope all that's just bunk. Am I right? Anyways, I'm not gonna press on any aliens. Has anything bad happened on these hikes? There was a time back in the early high school when Reese fell down a cliff. He was fine. We had to make some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a couple months to heal. All in all, not too bad. I'm gonna be honest, actually, falling down a ravine and you just get a busted up leg, that is actually pretty good. Well, I guess there was also the time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but wasn't able to wriggle my way back out. No. Turns out the wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie, she is not. Your dog has the IQ of a pile of sand. It took about an hour to get loose, which is pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later and I was right as rain. So it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was the time I accidentally stumbled into old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I'd barely count it. Love the little anime wink star thing. Sand can be made into computers. His is not. His is just an unrefined pile of sand. Anyways. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. You know what? Let's just move on. I'm not going to keep pressing. We're here to explore the forest and, you know, get messy, make mistakes, explore, etc. Did you hear that? Okay. Calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Same to you, Stella. You're always jumping at nothing, girl. Whew. Sorry for you, jumpy Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, just old Duke. Now, what the hell are you looking for out here? Skunk ape. Sorry, I asked. And who's this you suckered in to come with you? Wait a tick. You aren't. Is that? Yep. See. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Another stranger. Another opportunity for a salty introduction. Absolutely. You hold out the slippery bag in front of Duke. It's grown quite fragrant since you first put it in your rucksack. Like the scent of old beer. But you're pretty sure that's what it's supposed to smell like. A bowl of peanuts from your backpack? No, I'm all set, thank you. Now, both of y'all head back to town, you hear? It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter, and I won't be appreciative of a couple fools with a camera scare away more sensitive wildlife. And what are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your own business, Stella Richmond. Put that damn camera down. Aw, come on, Duke. I can help you out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. That you did, but I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listen to any of it, the way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chungabungas or what have you. But I suppose couldn't hurt to have a few more eyes out there tonight. Something's been getting my chickens. Lost 3 last week. Can't afford to lose many more than that. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But, I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now, see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. Ain't no Skunk Ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what it is. Or, I know exactly what that is, but I know you won't believe it if I tell you. Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. Those little damn mountain lions, they're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. Couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. They haven't been actual sightings since the 90s, and even those were iffy. Can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. They were calling me all kinds of names just for seeing things with my own eyes that I know to be true. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words and I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of the woods at dawn. If you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. What? You can find a mountain lion, don't kill it. If there are any Appalachians, if there are any in the Appalachians, they're highly endangered. Killing them might actually be a crime. At the very least, it'd be a crime against nature. A crime? Well, what about the crimes they committed against me and my chickens? Ain't murder one of the worst crimes you can commit? Animals can't commit murder? I'm just serving justice where it's due. An eye for an eye, a laugh for a laugh. Also, that's all Old Testament stuff, so cool, we know where Duke sits. I've said my piece. You decide to kill a rare and beautiful creature for the crime of trying to survive. The guilt rests solely on your shoulders. So let's go if he wants us gone so bad. Right on, Chief. About time. Have a nice night, y'all. I can't wait to nearly get shot by old man Duke. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know a trail that'll let us get around him. Yeah, alright. Yeah, knew you'd never let us give up on the hunt. Never. And trust me, we don't have anything to worry about from old Duke or Shotgun. I've gone out hunting with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. If when you do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. The trail's just up ahead. Let's go. Alright. Hour and a half my butt. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? Mind you, I've been pontificating on this game as I go, so she hands the camera and takes position. Ahem. As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Corey, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. Is that what your people are called, Stellars? Alright. Also, hey, it's the future. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start tracking the scenes once the sun sets all the way. All right. In the meantime, we get to take in all this beautiful scenery. It's gorgeous out here, don't you think? Yeah, I'm really looking around. These paths are kind of scary. I've been trying not to slip and fall to my death. Ah, don't worry. Even if you slip, the bushes and trees will break your fall. Might get a little bruised up, but that's just mountain life. Anyway, just watch where I walk and you'll be okay. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. Death has come for me at last. Goodbye, cruel world. I'm actually going to remain silent here. Did you hear that? What does that sound deer make when they want to warn the rest of their herd about big scary predators like us? Let's check it out. What's going to be wrong with the deer? What's wrong with the deer? What are we going to go with? 2 heads? Horrible growth? It's skin inside out? Zombie? Oh, classic. I think I'm going to go with horrible growth. Because then you might be able to blame it on the coal mine or something. Anyways. Whoa, dear Jesus. A single deer remains behind, staring down the light of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Oh boy. Oh boy. And then it's gone. Fungal style zombie? Ah, the Last of Us zombie. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. Too much of a potato! And they don't make harnesses that fit potatoes, do they? Yeah. There's something wrong with that deer. Did you see its face? Yeah, now that you mention it, there was something a little off. A little off. A little off, she says. I bet it was an abscess. Maybe a tumor. It's not like wild animals can get those taken care of. So they just get bigger and bigger. Poor thing. There's not much we can do about it. So what is this button? Oh, neat. Cool. There's literally all the dial. Neat. Okay. I'm not gonna ask about the dog. Let's keep it going. I got my heart rate up. I'm so ready for the hunt. Same for me. how about we take a quick snack break to fuel up, and then we'll get right into the night activities. I've got all the best trail snacks. Trail mix with extra M&Ms, apricots, dried, I assume. I don't know what that is. Okay, yeah, oh yeah, they're like peanut bars with chocolate swirl stuff on them. Edamame? Or something? I don't know what that is. Gamer fuel, exactly. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Sesame sticks. Oh. Excuse me. I have boiled peanuts. Go with the sesame sticks. Grab a handful of sesame sticks. Ah, the one snack I didn't make myself. I was hoping to wow you with my cooking skills, but I guess I'll have to wait for another time. Nevertheless, a delightfully tasty choice. The chips of the hiking trail. The peanuts are a plot device, not a snack. Someone wants to eat these nuts. Some would say chips are the chips of the hiking trail, but only a fool would bring such a delicate, space-consuming snack in their pack, when the space could fit another bottle of water, or more snacks. You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand as the quiet sounds of the evening wildlife wash over you. So, tell me what it's like in Guelph. Do I have a house? Kinda. An apartment? I mean, also kinda. It's a townhouse. Do you live with family, roommates, pets? I'm married. Thank you very much. Tell me what it's like to be Corey. This is an alternate Corey. I live in an apartment with a difficult roommate. Kinda true. I live in a closet in a house with 10 roommates. I'm gonna go with difficult roommate. I didn't find this guy. An old roommate of mine had him move in, then they left and just stuck me with him. It's not the worst roommate I've ever had. 3 to 4 difficult roommates. Depends on the day. So I can't complain too much. The biggest issue is his complete lack of respect for any boundaries. He sleeps on the couch in the common area most nights, always unclothed. He steals bites of my food, and when he thinks he's being really sneaky about, there's nothing sneaky about taking a huge bite of a freshly made sandwich when there are only 2 of us living there, even if I'm in the other room when it happens. And he infringes on my privacy all the time too. If I close the door to my room, he'll just start screaming, and sometimes even attack the door until I open it, then just walks away. It's like he has a complex about closed doors. Okay. Which, of course, also means he doesn't close the door when he's doing his business. Sometimes it's almost like he wants me to watch him. Ugh. At least once a week, he somehow misses and leaves these big pee puddles, which I always wind up stepping in. What? What? It's gotten to the point that I think he's causing lasting damage to the house, and no matter what I say or do, it just doesn't get through to him. Anyway, sorry for the rant, but I could go on for hours about this guy. I mean, yeah, there it is. He's a cat, yeah, but he's a particularly horrible cat, and it's not like I can just give him away or anything. That would be cruel. I mean, I walked into it, but at the same time... Yeah... Wait, he's a cat? Like, the animal? Yeah, his name is Truck. I'm terrified I won't get my security deposit back because of what he's done to the place. Hey, as a person who had a cat that up until very recently was peeing on the floor like every other day, I get it. Get it. So, what do you do for a living? Oh, let's make it true to life. Isn't it as you see on the sidebar of every website you visit and you feel like they know way too much about you? Oh yeah, the ones that recommend stuff based on things I could swear I only talked about in person. So creepy. It's like they can hear everything I say. Yeah, so I work for a company that builds those ads for other companies. I went to school for computer science and thought I'd be doing something challenging when I got hired, but instead of actual programming, they mostly have me go and make endless changes to the font size and color or whatever to make more people want to click the ad. This game's getting a little real for me. I usually make like 40, 50 ads that are all almost exactly the same and track each of them on a giant spreadsheet. That's my life. That seems a little soul-crushing. Well, yeah, when you say it like that. Yeah, it is. And it turns out they're paying me way below market rate. A crisp breeze passes over you. What about you? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside of town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house. He must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Not sure what happened, but I'm sorry about your parents. Nothing gets past you, huh? Yeah, they're not around anymore. They died a few years back. That's alright. I've done my mourning. What were they like? Did you get along? They were amazing. Two of the nicest people you'd ever meet. Interesting, too. And Dad was a bit of a regional legend among the hunters and trappers. He was always out in the woods on the trail of something. We certainly had interesting dinners because of him. He had to learn how to fend for himself, you see, since his family didn't have much growing up. So he learned how to hunt and trap and got damn good at it. He always made sure I had food, and that I knew how to get it if I ever found myself too far from a grocery store. I can make a pretty good salad with just what's in this clearing if I had to, though it wouldn't exactly taste great. As for my mom, she was a saint. She was the local vet, a lady all the farms in the county knew to call if their animals were in need of something. She was smart as a whip, too, and strong to boot. Turns out pulling calves out of a 1,600-pound cows all day is a great way to build muscle. But she was gentle, too. Even the smallest mouse would get the proper care in her hands. I'm sure she's most of the reason Gretchen here is one of the oldest dogs I've ever met. So yeah, those are my parents. So immediately packs her bag and slings it over her shoulder. So okay. Everything else went quiet. I could hear all sorts of wildlife just a second ago, and now it's quiet. You're right. Whatever made that sound is close. Here, hold Gretchen's leash for me and let's check it out. Rip Gretchen, hardly knew ye. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the bush. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be 2-3 feet tall? Doesn't look hairy either. So I think we can rule out Skunk Ape. Whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. Also, you just wrecked your night vision. Again. Looks like it's heading north. Let's go after it. Alright, follow on. You follow Stella, she sprints into the unknown, Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. This is fine. Whoop, there we go. There we go. Oof. You okay? Yeah, I'm alright. Just tripped on something weird. Oh, the poor thing. Must have been one of Duke's. Oh, Jesus. It's still alive. Yeah, we're looking at the chicken. Move towards Stella and get a closer look at the chicken. Why does the chicken have a massive growth on it? Oh, good. We found a through line, everyone. Don't let Gretchen get too close. She'll try and take a bite if you don't stop her. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She seems nervous, squirming slightly against her harness. Head? Well, the chicken's eyes look up at you, glazed over, but still rolling around in their sockets with unfortunate life. Wing? Looks like what Stella slipped on. Ooh, the wing is barely still attached, but it seems to be the least of this chicken's concerns. Oh no. Alright. Look at growth. Good God. At first, you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. Looking more closely at the growth, you think you can see something squirming inside. Cool, can we, like, back up a couple feet from the goddamn, like, chest burster that is about to occur? Having investigated to your heart's content, you turn away to give still room to film. It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks. And she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she's definitely seemed to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Ooh, I'm gonna have to put up some massive content warnings for this video. Actually, so am I. Hey, do you hear that? What? What in the Sam Hill are you two doing out here? Didn't I tell you to dear bro Jesus, Mary and Joseph? Birdie? Oh, Birdie, what's wrong, darling? Good God. Did you all see what did this to her? We're on Duke, we're on the same team here. We both want to know what happened to Birdie as much as you do right now, so we'll get to the bottom of this, I promise. We were on the trail of it when we found her like this. Hey, are we gonna talk about the whispers that I can hear in my headset, or is that just for Corey? Like, is that happening in game, or is that just for me? I don't know. Whatever that did this to her, I think we can hear them in the trees. Put that camera away, for God's sake, girl. I don't want to be in another one of your videos. No one needs to see me like this. No one needs to see Birdie like this. You wouldn't put her online, would you? Not when she's like this, all swollen and hurting. Duke? Did you hear me? I think they're coming closer. Alright. Come out, you sons of bitches. Duke, don't shoot them. We have no idea what'll happen. Hear that, Stella? That ain't the sound. Something peace-like. Whatever these things are, they'll pay for what they did to my girls. I feel like we should be paying attention to Dog right now. Come on, whatever your name is. Grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. Uh-oh. First difficult decision. Do we save Dog or Old Man? Save the dog by letting it get killed. I mean, in a way, death will set it free. I'm gonna be honest. Flashlight isn't going to run away. True. And also, I doubt we die. Okay, I die for the dog. Dash forward and scoop Gretchen into your arms just before she manages to break out of her harness. Oh, cool. Oh, cool and good. Cool and good and great. God damn it. Whoop. Whoopsie doodle. You hear a body hit the ground, and then quiet as the chaos fades and the sound of nature creep back in. Gretchen, Corey, Duke, are you alright? Yeah, I'm okay. You? I'm okay. Gretchen whines and shakes in your arms. Uh-huh. Here, I'll take her. My poor little pup. Thanks for watching out for her. Duke? You okay? No, Duke is going to have a head full of air now. Yeah, there it is. Oh my god, Duke, holy shit. What do we do now? How are we supposed to do? Duke had a hunting accident by himself. Duke fell on Duke fell on his shotgun. Police won't believe us. I actually think we have to go after the things. Isn't this what you've been searching for? Those things out there are real. We should go after them. Yeah, you're right. We need more footage. Come on, let's go after them before we lose our chance. Okay. Estelle looks for a lead. You notice a faint trail of blood leading into the woods. Hey, yeah, are we gonna take Duke's shotgun with us? We should also split up to cover more ground. Yeah, leave the flashlight. It'll only ruin our night vision. Okay. You're right. Duke must have tagged one of them before he... Okay, let's go before its trail's cold. Are we bringing the shotgun? Oh, hi! Oh, good. I'm glad this wasn't drawn out. As you and Stella push through the woods, the unearthly sounds once again surround you. Stella? Oh, boy. I know, we just have to keep pushing forward. Why is that the response? Stella stops in her tracks a few feet ahead of you. Oh, boy. Holy shit, I think I'm gonna be sick. The shrieks pull back into the steady whispers as you and Stella stumble upon the putrid bodies of dozens of dead and dying animals. Okay. Cool, so these things are reproducing via boils? I guess? A sinking realization pulls at your gut. This is their nest, and you are surrounded. Ugh, more of those swellings. All the animals here have them. Or had them. Ooh. We should have grabbed the shotgun. Why aren't they attacking us? That's a legitimate question right now. I have no idea, but I think we have enough footage. Let's get the hell away from this nest before they change their tune. Yeah? Just as you follow Stella in a mad dash through the woods, so do the unearthly hollers and whispers of the nest. In the highest branches of the trees and down on the forest floor, they're all around you, casually keeping pace with your all-out sprint. Cool. We're almost there. Like, his body's gonna be gone, right? Like, if we bring the cops back here, he's not gonna be there, right? As you and Stella reach the main road, the cries of the creatures fade back into the sounds of nature. It sounds like they've stopped following us. I should get reception now that we're back on the main road. Let me find my phone so I can call the sheriff. Feel a buzz in your pocket. Tabitha has tried to call us a lot. 13 text messages. Cool. Yikes, Tabitha's been blowing up my phone. I'm gonna go with that one, actually. Doesn't blow up my phone. I guess she must be worried about you. But, first things first, let's call the police. That's fair. Oh, Earl? It's still Richmond. I'm up in the mountain on a sig... Oh my god. I don't know how to say this word. Asgina? 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 I'm up on Asgina Trail. Yeah. Duke's dead, Earl. Shotgun happened right in front of us. There's something in the woods. You gotta hurry. Okay. Okay, yeah. Are they really gone? Yeah, I think we're okay, but hurry. Jesus, Earl. Who's gonna tell Bo? I guess now we wait. Okay, now we should probably call... What is... What is Malcolm Reynolds doing in this game? It takes a little while, but eventually a patrol car arrives at the scene. Out of walk 2 officers, Sheriff Hugby, a friendlier, older man, and Deputy Franklin, a man wearing sunglasses despite it being the middle of the night. See, right here, a thing jumps out of the woods, and then a shotgun goes off.
What in Sam Hill? What is that? Some kind of Pillsbury Doughboy?
Could have been a naked maniac. As the video reveals the creature's nest, Franklin ever so slightly lowers his sunglasses. I better see it. Boo! Or a bunch of naked maniacs.
What the heck is that? Some sort of crop circle?
They killed Duke. Well, they didn't kill Duke. Full disclosure, Duke trained his gun on them, and they defended themselves. They just happened to defend themselves by knocking the shotgun under his chin. Let's be real here.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, uh-huh. Now we're gonna have to confiscate this camera I'm searching. If you don't mind, this is evidence. Non-humans don't get to have defense excuses? Yeah. But, okay, let me just turn it off to save the battery. Estelle fiddles with the camera. You notice her pop out the memory card and slide it up her sleeve. Here you go, Deputy Franklin. We appreciate your compliance with the law. We'll get a team out here in the morning to retrieve the body, but for now, Sheriff Huckabee and I...
Please, call me Earl.
Earl and I will escort you and... Who are you exactly?
That's Corey. He came into town today for the funeral. Corey? As in...
Yeah, Tabitha's cousin. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Damn. Didn't think you'd actually show.
We'll escort you back both to town. If there's a naked maniac on the loose, it's best you don't walk back on your own. Starring Nathan Fillion as the rookie. Yeah, that's gotta be, like, what this is, right? Like, surely he is a reference point for Deputy Franklin. There's no way. Wasn't it? Never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods, and those things could attack someone else.
Well, it ain't exactly like old Duke's going anywhere at this point.
They're going to move the body.
He'll still be out there in the morning.
We only have a skeleton crew at the moment.
Ha 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 ha. Monday nights are Deputy Derrickson's bowling nights.
We'll be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs, but retrieving Duke will just have to wait. Now, if you'll kindly step into the vehicle, we can return you safely to your home.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting once you realize the footage is missing and so is the body.
You can ride up front with me, little lady. That is, if your mom permits.
Gross. Oh, you're talking about the dog. Sure, Earl. You could hold Gretchen on your way back to town. You two stay out of trouble. We'll have all this sorted out in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. Yeah, that's a thing that's going to happen. And you, whatever your name is, bad cop. Fox Mulder. Sure. You're in town for the funeral? Good. Don't go leaving before then. I imagine we'll need to ask you a few questions about everything you've seen tonight. Stella, keep an eye on him for us. Make sure he doesn't get into any more trouble. I was dragged into this trouble. Y'all have a good night now.
Bye-bye, Gretchy. And y'all have yourself a lovely evening. If any bugaboos give you trouble, you know where to get in touch.
You know, they're awfully cavalier, given everything. Like, we just told them, dude got shot in the face with a shotgun, and also there's a whole bunch of these things in the forest, and they're all just like...
Get a good night's rest.
And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Yeah! Thank you! Thank you, game. I love it when the game does this. They sure seemed a little blasé about the man's death. Can't believe they're waiting until morning to start looking for him. Who knows what those things are going to do to his body right now? And what's worse, I think they imply that you're a suspect, even after we showed them all that footage. Well, yeah, we're from out of town. Duh. Even the nest. I'm screwed. You clearly don't believe us about what happened, and I doubt the footage will help clear anything up after all. These may be my last few days of freedom. I better use them well. I'm not gonna lie, the deck's a little stacked against us right now. But it's okay. I'm not gonna let anything bad happen to you. I was there. I filmed the whole thing. At the very least, it'll never hold up in court. And it won't get to that point either, because we're gonna do a little investigating of our own. We've got to find out more about those things. If we can get clear footage, or better yet, trap one of them, this is escalating wildly. There's no way they can blame you for what happened. I'm sure trapping one of them, when they can keep up with us sprinting through the woods, will have zero repercussions at all. The library doesn't open for a while, but I've read every book on cryptids they have and never came across anything like this. Still really wanted to be a protagonist. She's not going to lose this chance. It's fair. There is someone in town who might not have some useful information. Her place isn't far. We should head over there before it gets any later. I kind of feel like I should at least call Tabitha. But sure, why not? Let's keep this nightmare rolling. You alright, pal? Seems like you might be losing a little. All the more reason to visit my friend's mom. I always leave her place feeling lighter. Come on, she's just down this way. The general store. This must be where Stella's friend Kanika lives. I hope she's still awake. Throw the dog at him and run. It's nighttime. Everyone is creepy. His eyes are glowing? This seems worse than the usual. It's like no one listened to Will Smith. I'm sorry, I don't get that reference. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Tap Stella's shoulder and subtly direct her gaze to the shadows. I need a creepy voice, huh? Okay. I don't do creepy voices often. I don't play spooky games that require creepy voices often, I guess. Hold on. Let me pilot a couple here. Hold on. Okay, this will work. I don't know if it'll work for long sentences, but... Corey! Jesus! Welcome home! Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. A middle-aged woman stands in the entryway. That voice sounds hard. It's actually not as hard as I expected. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? Who's this? Hi, Miss Forsyth. This is Corey. Is it okay if we come in? Of course, of course. You're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. Ooh! Hibiscus tea kicks ass. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. I don't know where this game ends. It was supposed to be an hour and a half, and admittedly, I've been talking my way through it probably as a compensating mechanism for how uncomfortable it's going to make me. But we're already over, like an hour over. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you, Corey. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the holler. And now, poor Pearl Ann's gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. It feels inappropriate to offer this kind woman boiled peanuts. Sorry, who was that outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him. Okay, we're offering the peanuts. You hold out your bag of peanuts as a gift to Sybil. She offered you and Stella tea, after all, and it's only polite to offer something in return. Oh my! Thank you for the kind offer, dear, but I'm afraid it's far too late for me to have something so salty. Someone's gonna eat these goddamn nuts. Mark my words. These are gonna be like the wooden plank. Like, some horrible monster's gonna try and eat me. I'm gonna throw the salted peanuts, and it's going to distract them, and it's going to save my life. You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. Hey, can I just say, I want this soundtrack on, like, Spotify or Pretzel or something. This game's got extremely good music. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. How did you know she died? Oh. Pearl Ann was a chatty woman. Not much went on that I wouldn't get an earful of. Bless her heart. I never met Pearl Ann. You don't have to pass on your condolences to me. I have no feelings about the woman. That's fair, child, but it seemed like the right thing to do. Okay, we need your help. Ah, yes. I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? I'm not so sure I follow, dear. I know which oils to use for which eggs. Boo! I know a bit about classical spiritualism. Just what sort of unexplainable things are you talking about? Duke was killed tonight by something in the woods. Again? Oh my lord. Have you contacted the police? Yeah, they didn't take it very seriously. They're not even looking for the body until tomorrow. Those things out there, I don't even know how to describe them. Can't say I know much about local wildlife. My daughter's always had a brighter gift for nature than I. Yeah, this wasn't local wildlife, Miss Forsyth, Sybil. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls out her memory card. Stella pulls out the memory card she swiped from her camera and pops it into her phone. I love all these future phones that are just like SD cards. Yeah, slam them in there. Whatevs. I wasn't about to let the police hold on to this, at least not before we had a chance to make a copy. The cops are gonna be mad. Only if they figured I kept it on purpose. Don't worry, I can play dumb when I have to. As far as they'll know, it was an honest accident. Just Android? I guess. Where was this? Up the mountain, to the northwest. Within the town limits? Oh, the kettle coming on is a nice touch for this. Yeah. Let's see. Is there a way to make the video a little bigger and louder, if you can? I'd need to plug my memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You'd better come with, Stella. I'm sure she'll be more willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Kanika, coming out. We could use a little help. What? What, Mom? Oh. Hey, Stella. And Gretchen. Who's a good potato? And a stranger. That's fair. This is a strange man in your house. Decent response. What are you doing in my house? Boiled peanuts. Generosity is the best way to make new friends. No. Tabitha's cousin? Yep. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Still and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Peanuts are used in finally episode 5. I swear to God, if the peanuts are never used to actually solve a puzzle or save my life, I'm going to be legitimately upset. Especially if I'm going to lean into the offering of peanuts to people and making it awkward as hell. They'd best be good for something. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out here. Heads up, Kanika, this is graphic. Duke got killed out in the woods tonight. It's on the recording. Wait, are you serious? Duke's dead? We can watch it without you. You don't have a harder stomach than any of our friends. I'm press and play. Silence washes over the room as the video plays. What the hell is this? Nice! Sailor Moon! Team Kanika! I'm sorry if you had to see this, but Corey and I have no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? Did you get hurt? Oh, that's my watch telling me to go to bed. I'm fine, really. I'm okay. I'm not. No. You remain silent. I'm not getting in on that. There was no good option there. Poor Duke. Poor Bo. Has anyone told him yet? We talked to the police. I hope they told Bo, but Earl and Deputy Franklin didn't seem to be in much of a hurry to do anything. I'll call him later tonight. But for now, we have something far more serious to discuss. Yeah, there's the things. The things in the things. So very true, but not for the reasons you think. These things, my grandmother called them ditchlings. They are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Cool, they're just a harbinger. Mom, come on. Whatever we're doing, this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Corey with this Talipo crap. Man just died. Have some respect. Kanika, sweetie. Okay, I love how it says, let your mother talk. But what it actually says is, Kanika, sweetie, shut your fucking mouth. That is what Mommy is actually saying right now. The creatures themselves are harmless to people, despite the grisly scene in the woods. How can you say that? Duke is dead. An unfortunate accident and nothing more. Just as birds flock before the storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. To see one is to be cursed by fate. To see so many in one place is... Jesus, Mom, they've clearly had a rough night. They don't need this. It's okay, Kanika. This is helpful. Stella, whatever these things were, they weren't magic. Can't rule that out, not after what we saw. But fine, let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to these animals. You saw that nest. What were those growths? I mean, making more ditchlings. Yeah. I saw something squirming around in that chicken. Maybe it's some kind of parasitic larval stage? Part of their life cycle? I don't want to jump to any conclusions about something this out there. Not without doing some research or talking to a biologist. I'm sure there's a rational explanation that'll clear all this up. Dear, I've forgotten entirely about the tea I put on. Let me fix you a couple of cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. What if the growths were not the ditchling eggs? fun plot twist. I don't know, it's getting late and I should get Corey some rest. I ran him ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror. I'm tired of shit. Nuh-uh. Let's do this. Okay, maybe you're gonna get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual form to see if anyone has information on ditchlings. Is that what you called them? That's right. You go on home now and do try and get some rest. Don't stay up all night online. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Bye, Stella. See you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see you. Bye, Corey. So, creepy dude who welcomed us with the bad voice. Are we going to smash cut back to that real quick? It's excellent, iced, or warm. Though, with the nights growing chillier, warm is probably best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there. Both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. Alrighty, let's head back home. My home, I mean. And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. I kind of feel like I should actually go back because of Tabitha. But then I'm walking home alone, which seems very bad. Should call her but stay. That's not an option. Why is that not an option? Okay, yeah, I should probably head back and check on Tabitha. That's sweet of you. You sure you're heading back up that mountain alone? Yeah, I'll stay. Yeah, okay. I mean, not being able to take the weight off my chest. Alright, maybe I can call her? It doesn't take long for Stella to fix up the guest room for you. While it's certainly smaller than its counterpart at the estate, it's far better cared for. Make yourself at home. Yeah, let's just smash cut to that guy. Who was that guy outside Sybil's? I've never been snuck up on like that before. Wayne? I haven't really gotten to know the guy. I think he works in the mine? Might be worth looking into him. What do you make of all this? Gosh, I don't even know where to begin. Most creatures are out there and Duke is dead. I don't know. I know that some of the things Sybil said were a little wild, but if she is right and they are an omen, maybe we can change things and stop whatever's brought them here before it happens? Couldn't hurt to poke around town half the time. Agreed. Alright. You know you didn't have to do all this, right? You don't have to worry about that. I'm glad the guest room finally getting some use. Okay. I'm exhausted. Get some rest and I'll see you in the morning. From the comfort of Stella's guest bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else. Though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments, for now, you are safe and you're warm. Eventually the sun will rise and chase away the monsters, and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a relaxing week in the mountains with a new friend. It's a nice thought. But deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. Yeah, I think that is chapter 1. Oh, no, I don't like that. No, thank you. I don't like that there was no option to call Tabitha, like, other than that, like, when the cops are there kind of thing. Because, like, I obviously should call Tabitha, just be like, hey, by the by, I'm here and some stuff happened. With the coal mine, surely there's nothing to do in the coal mine. This is awfully pretty. Yeah, Abby Howard is a phenomenal artist. I adore her art style. That's probably not great. She's a phenomenal artist. That has, like, she seems to specialize in horror stuff. I mean, I'm reading The Last Halloween, which is one of her ongoing comics, and she also has a bunch of horror short stories, one of which I still think about to this day. And on top of, like, her non-horror stuff, which, as I mentioned before, are a bunch of, like, young adult, like, edutainment comic books about the time of the dinosaurs. She's fantastic. So if I continue with the world state, this world state in episode 2, please save your game now. Okay, I do that. Story and writing. Okay, Abby also had her hand in the writing of this. That makes a lot of sense. Ditchling voices. Oh, cool. Fonts. Game logo. Cool. Bunch of testers. Excellent. Okay. Well. Join the developers and their friends. They play a fully voiced run of Chapter 1. So, okay. Oh, maybe that's just voiced by people. A nice short stream. Yeah, definitely didn't run exactly as long as it usually does. But, okay. So that's Scarlet Hollow. I'm just going to go ahead and jump on over to the Kickstarter of that and kickstart the rest of it. But yeah, so that's Scarlet Hollow. At least my playthrough of it. Again, I really kind of want to, maybe once all the things are done, we'll just do different runs of this, just be like the person who never talks and the most horrible person around, and I don't know, maybe try and play some of those other characters. Yeah, so that's Scarlet Hollow. Don't really know what else to say. It wasn't as spooky as I was expecting it to be. It was about as unnerving, but wasn't as, like, deeply horrifying as I expected. So, yeah, I like it. I think it's gonna be very good. I mean, Abby has a great track record with her writing and her art. So I can only imagine how good and upsetting this series is going to get. My hope is that the episodes will come out a little bit faster. Now that, like, because they now have an engine and they're already working on the story, so I'm hoping that they'll come out a little faster. After, like, this second one, like, they'll get a little bit better with it, but we'll see. Either way, I am 100% going to kickstart this game. And I know, if you enjoyed what you saw me do, the first episode of Scarlet Hollow is free. You can grab it on Steam or I think whatever platform you prefer. So by all means, like, it's free. Give it a spin. You know, maybe there's fun different stuff. Like, what happens if you grab the flashlight and lose the dog? Because I could see that going very, very badly if Duke doesn't die. But, and instead, you know, puts a hole in one of these things' heads. Anyways, yeah, that was Scarlet Hollow. I'm really glad I did that instead. It definitely went longer than I expected it to, but you know how it is. I should never trust the hours of gameplay thing. It's a lie. It's always a lie. So yeah, I may or may not be back tomorrow. We're gonna see how I'm feeling. Like I said, I have a cold, and I was like up and down all day today. Thankfully, you know, the combination of feeling better, basically around 9. I was feeling like garbage from about 7 to 9. So thankfully I kind of pulled out of it for this. Plus, I mean, there's always the stage performer thing, the performer's high or whatever the hell it is. Hopefully, or maybe that was helping. Either way, I might be back tomorrow with some more indie games. Since we finished Moonbase, I'll be back to plucking items from the massive pile of itch.io games that I have. Or not, we'll see. And then Friday, back to Under Hero. Back to more regular scheduled stuff. Performers highs when they smoke up beforehand. I mean, I ate an apple and some feta and some peppers before, so maybe that helps. The apple actually probably did help. And then I ate some of my apple cinnamon loaf thing that I made. It doesn't matter. We're getting way off track. Yes, anyways, I might be back tomorrow or not. I should definitely be back for Friday for sure, though. And I will say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. By all means, again, Scarlet Hollow is free. The first episode anyways, so go experience your own sense of dread firsthand. And if you like it, Kickstart it. I'm not being endorsed by these people in any shape, way, or form. I just really like Abby Howard. I think she's a great person, does great work, and I like to support independent artists doing cool stuff like this. So, yeah. That's gonna do it for me tonight. So, until next time, stay safe, have fun, wear your goddamn mask, and I will see you later.